All right, viewer, we're going to go ahead and get this reading started. We're pulling in the energies. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. I went ahead and laid out the messages that we are going to be talking to save time. I will be pulling more as we go along, but I wanted to get the basics, the bare bones out. So what we've got going on, we've got two energy cards. All right, we've got two energy cards, and all right, we've got Willow Spirit with flexibility. So what this is telling me is that there's a call right now. There's a call here for you to not be be a little bit more open-minded, to be more flexible. There are different perspectives out there. You don't have to exactly change your ways or the way you think, but you need to be a little bit more flexible and open to the way that others think and the way that others operate. That's the message that I'm getting there, is you need to be a little bit more free, a little bit more open is what I'm saying. Is what I'm picking up here is closed off feeling. I'm feeling like an anxious and a worry that things just aren't going the way that you wanted them to go. But we've got guardians of the land, protection. So some of you are feeling unsafe on a path that you're on right now. Now, I am getting multiple message here. I'm getting for a relationship that recently split up, and I'm also getting it for the relationship that just split up. That's more or less a very small energy or small group of people. I'm just feeling that somebody feels that their assets are not protected, and it's hindering them from moving forward because they needed to make sure that they were protected. Now, the larger energy that is building here is more in line with the flexibility and to be open with the perspectives, is that you're safe, you're protected, you can be yourself. You don't have to be just, if somebody has a different perspective, you are open to listening to it. It doesn't mean that you have to change your perspective, is the energy that I'm getting, is that you are protected to be you, to be free, to be you. So you're free to be yourself because you're protected. You just need to be a little bit more open, okay? And I'm seeing for some of you that some of you may need to ground your energy a little bit there to make sure that you're not, do the ground clear and protect. Make sure that you are grounding yourself, clearing negative energies, and placing yourself in that protective, for some it's a bubble, but the protective energy, that protective light around you. All right, so what I'm getting here is that there's a little bit of a disappointment. You have a challenge going on because you've planted the seeds. You've went in the direction. Now this rune also is a rune for strength. So you thought it was something that was going to grow, but now something's got you in your head and you're worried about it. Okay, now this was something that you have to get. This is self. You have to get out of your own head, all right, because you've got a lot of worries, you've got a lot of fears going on. You've got multiple things that you are working out, all right, but I'm definitely picking up on the self. So it's more or less, it's not growing or it's not going in the direction as fast as you would like for some of you. And for others of you, it's just you are stalled, okay? You're stalled. You're just not getting out of your there's disappointment is kind of what I'm getting. It's because it's not where it should be at yet, all right? But what you don't see is that there's a victory coming, all right? There's a victory coming. And this is going to be in reference to a union, a coming together. It could, it's definitely the Lover's card. It is two people uniting. It's two souls uniting. It's two souls exchanging information. I'm getting that aspect of it. I'm also getting, coming together as one, communicating. I'm getting that it would be victorious in that respect. I'm getting the community feel. I'm definitely getting the blended feeling from this. But I'm getting the communication coming together as one a little bit stronger is what I'm hearing. The coming together as one, you would be victorious. And what I think coming together as one is because I'm getting it with communication is speaking. Now you have to be flexible, okay? You're both in a protected space. So I'm getting for some of you that there was a split or a separation. Something didn't go the way that it had, the seeds were planted and everything else. But now you're asking for strength and you've got to get out of your own way because, for some of you, it did not grow in the way you had anticipated it to grow. There were more challenges there. That's why that tree has got all kinds of things going through. It's got all kinds of worries and everything else in there about possessions. Let's see. It's got possessions going on in there. It's got separation. So there's all kinds of things floating around in your head. So something did not grow properly or hasn't grown as fast as you would like yet. Okay? So, but I do see a victory coming. As soon as you can have open communication, you have to be flexible. You cannot be as stringent as you have been. Not everybody sees things the same way. So perspectives are skewed here. I'm getting really big miscommunication. You thought the feelings were this, when in reality they weren't. The challenges were this, when in reality they weren't. So I'm getting all that. So you need to come together in a protected space. In a protected space to communicate. Coming together as one is what I'm getting. Now I do see the challenge is that there may be some fast-moving, chaotic energy surrounding this. And the messages that are coming are going to provide you with a little bit more clarity, okay? We definitely have the clarity. We've got the Chariot. The Chariot is the chaotic energy. It's moving fast. It's moving fast. And what's moving fast is the messages. So the messages, I'm getting some kind of constraint. It's like you're holding back from the messages. You're holding back, but the universe is saying, no, you need to act fast. That's what I'm getting. The universe is saying you need to act fast, okay? You need to pull it together. You need to pull it together. I'm seeing the constraint here that you've wanted to send the messages, but there's been a constraint. You've been holding back. But there's going to be some clarity. You want clarity, okay? You want clarity. That is what's holding you back. But the universe is stepping in and saying, no. You need to pull this together. You need to have your aha moment to get the clarity that you want. You can't keep constraining yourself, all right? You stepped out, you stepped back. This is a hermit. You stepped out and you stepped back. You stopped exchanging information. You stopped messaging. You ghosted whoever this was. You stepped back, or there's just not been any communication. There's been no exchange of information. You've been collecting information, Knight of Swords. You've been watching. You've been lurking. But you haven't been communicating. You haven't been telling the truth. All right? You haven't voiced what you wanted to voice. And what I'm seeing is we've got drill tooth here. We've got the mixed messages going between, now this is between other worlds, from the tree of life and from the serpent. Okay, so we've got the mixed messages going on. All right? And I believe it's all in the way that you are perceiving it, because you're not letting the journey continue. All right? You're not letting the journey continue. You keep stopping it because you're using a lot of constraint, because you don't feel protected. You don't feel that it's going to go anywhere. All this time, I keep getting that, all this time that you've been watching and you've been lurking, but you've expected this person to be a mind reader, or to think like you think, or to read your mind, and that's not happening. All right? So it's not happening. You're robbing yourself of the joy. That's what I'm getting. You're robbing yourself of the joy because you'd rather just, you're not being flexible. All right? You're being closed-minded. You're being closed-minded. You're not being flexible. It's only your perspective. I'm actually hearing, it's your way or the highway. That's not going to work. Not in this particular case. You're making yourself miserable. You're perceiving all kinds of strife, competition that may not even be there. You're, gossiping. You may be going to others and asking for their opinion, and they're just setting you on fire, just saying whatever. You need to use Queen of Swords. It's feminine or masculine in this respect. You need to use your discernment. All right? So we definitely have to have your discernment here. We've got, if you've got quite a few little disruptions going on, but I see that there's a little bit of the mental disruption. All right? I see that it's the mental disruption, and it's robbing you of your joy. So it's you're holding back from talking. You need to come together in a protected space. Set the boundaries. All right? Set the boundaries. Lay it out what you want to talk about, how they see it, how they are feeling. You are free to say how you're feeling and how you see it, and it will be victorious and coming together as one. All right? There will be no more mental activity, but you have got, the universe is saying, you've got to do this fast. You've got to bring this together fast. You've got to bring balance to the situation, because you are holding back from the messaging. You're holding back. You're constraining yourself. You're holding back. Clarity is being called for here. All right? Clarity is being called for here. Yes, yes, yes. You are the wounded warrior. You've been wounded before, and you don't want to repeat these patterns. You've been through all this before, and you kind of see with the Eight of Pentacles, you kind of see how it's going. But you still got that ideal with the Knight of Cups. You still want to give this person your love. And I'm telling you, you're going to be victorious and get the Lovers if you can bring it together, be flexible, bring it together in a protected space, all right? Have your intuition, ask for your higher guidance. Make sure you have everything don't get distracted. Make sure you have everything that you want to talk about, all laid out. Like I said, I'm getting like the healthy boundaries, all right? The healthy boundaries. Now, you are definitely just worried about, I don't know why protection keeps coming up. I mean, we've got it here, all right? We've got it here. I've got you want to protect, okay, you want to protect your assets, we get that. You want to protect your feelings, your heart, we get that. You want the legacy though. And nothing begins without endings. Nothing. Nothing begins without endings, okay? Nothing. So you need to get it together if you want this legacy, if you want to build with this person, if you want to travel, explore, this person, then you need to end the self-doubt, end the one-way thinking, stop doing the little test, because I get that you're reading it wrong. I keep getting the squirrel, the miscommunications, I think you're just doing it to yourself. This person could be your twin flame, or I don't like really using that label, but this person is really on your path, your soul path. This person is meant to be part of your journey, all right? This person is meant to be part of your journey. So I would definitely, if you're waiting for that ship to come in, if you're waiting for this ship to come in, that soul path, then you have a choice to make. You're at a crossroads. You have a choice to make. All right? You need to get out of your head. You need to be more flexible in your perspective. You need to arrange a time to speak, put the boundaries down, healthy boundaries, get everything out in the open, and both of you need to be able to be protected, to talk freely. That's what I'm getting the most, is you want to be able to talk freely without any repercussions. So you can finally end this stalemate, because that's what I'm getting. It's a stalemate, all right? It's a stalemate. You need to end this stalemate. You need to end this misery that you're calling yourself. You want it to grow. You want those seeds to push up. You want it to grow. So you need to end, like I said, no new beginnings without endings. And you need to end this chapter of the ghosting, or the not communicating and only seeing things one way. There's a lot of miscommunication here. I don't think the perceptions are the same. If you want to know what I'm picking up here, I don't think they're the same. So you need to really get out of your head. You need to end this disillusionment, this one-way thinking. You need to use some flexibility here. You need to set a protected space for both of you to bring it together. And if you do that, you are going to have victory. There's going to be victory. This person will be your ship that comes in. This person is your pathway, all right? They are part of your journey. You will be able to explore and grow this legacy together, all right? So I'm definitely getting that, maybe there are some facts that you've got to get out in the open. This is my wise king, all right? He does want to protect his assets. He's a very stable, but he's very intelligent. He's very wise. So we get that. We get that energy that you are in self-protect mode. All right, male or female, you're in self-protect mode. All right, but this is something, the Magician, this is something that you have manifested, and the universe is trying to hand it to you. The universe is trying to hand it to you. But you have got to bring this together, and you've got to do it fast. You can't keep sitting on it. It's not going to wait forever. You need to be bold. This is the Emperor. You need to be bold. You need to get those pieces moving. You need to start playing on that chessboard, getting it all together, okay? This guy has always got the plan. He's always knowing where the pieces are on the board. And I've got the feeling that masculine or feminine, you know where the pieces are on the board. You know. You're just addicted to, I don't want to say the misery, but the self-protect energy. All right? There could be other influences here. There could be certain things, chains holding either you or the other person down. But that doesn't stop the conversation and moving it forward, because if you don't express the true feelings, it won't grow. So what I'm seeing here as the catalyst or as the challenge is the self-protect energy. You can bring it together because the universe says you're protected. You just have to get those healthy boundaries set. Bring it together. Bring it together as one. All right? Bring it together as one and come out of this respite stage. I get that you've been healing. There could have been things in your past. There could have been things in your person's past. You know, they might be coming out of healing too, but you both can heal together. You both can heal together and let it go. Because you're not seeing the opportunities that are coming up. You're just too focused on that squirrel, the miscommunication, the misperspectives. Both of the perspectives are different. There's definitely some miscommunication here, or different perspectives. I don't think it's being seen the same way. I definitely don't think it's being seen the same way. So, you know, you created this virtual prison in your head by your own beliefs because you're not being flexible, all right? So you need to be flexible because you're creating, you can leave it anytime you want. You're protected. You get the truth. You can close this chapter anytime you want. You can step off anytime you want and bring it together. If this person is truly who you want, if this person is truly who you want to be with, that you are truly interested in exploring and getting to know, you will have victory as soon as you cut through the chaos, balance this energy out, balance the negative and the positive energy out. Do it fast. Stop ghosting. Get the messages out there. All right? And then you're going to find the clarity you've been seeking on how to move this forward. Get out of your head, because you're making yourself your own prisoner. If you don't get out of your head, this is all going to burn. You got more fives in here than I don't know what. You know, you're gonna watch it burn. All right? So you stand a chance of losing this person, not your assets, this person. You're going to lose the chance of exploring. You know, you feel like your hands are tied and that you are a virtual prisoner because there's been a lot of miscommunications and a lot of non-truths. Okay? That's the energy that I'm getting. So there's a lot of illusions, a lot of deceptive energy here. All right? A lot of deceptive energy here. And it's making you lose focus. It's making you lose sight of what the original thing was that sparked your interest in planting this seed to begin with. All right? You know, you overthink it. You've done the pros and cons for so long. You know, you've overlooked everything, you know, you think you have. You know, you've overlooked, you've made your negative and your pro list. You've done it all. And it hasn't gotten you anywhere. Yeah, you're standing your ground, but you're standing your ground alone. So, you know, it's time to cut everything out that's not serving you and to create that plan on how to bring this together. All right? You've got all the information. You've been lurking. You've been formulating it in your mind. You keep repeating it over and over and over. Okay? But once again, I'm getting that, this is fair. This is just. This is reciprocity. All right? This person has got their cup of love waiting for you. This person definitely has their cup of love waiting for you. They're just waiting for that invitation. They're just waiting for that invitation. They might actually have the same hope. All right? They might have the same hope, but they could be watching it burn right alongside you with a different perspective. So you need to build that foundation. You need to build that foundation. And I mean, I know that this is my, walking away with something that's not yours. It's, collect an enemy behind enemy lines. I just have a feeling that you've really been digging around and you've got a lot of thoughts that might not be accurate, might not belong there. It's kind of what I'm getting is you don't belong there. The thoughts are not necessarily accurate. I definitely see behind the enemy lines, which I definitely see that, you feel cold, out in the cold. You don't feel welcomed by this person anymore. I think this person has now got their guard up. They're experiencing a tower themselves. And they're feeling alone and isolated. They're feeling that they don't have the love there. They're looking for it. They're looking for somebody to come in and celebrate and explore that journey with them too. They're just really independent and right now very solitary. All right? So unless you want to walk away completely and end the chapter, then, you're about to step off because, she or he, it could be either or. The queen, she, feminine or masculine energy here, as I'm getting more of the feminine energy from this, is definitely wanting to oversee her kingdom, explore, reciprocate, grow, nurture, very loving, very kind, very solid, very practical. I'm just getting that with this energy here, I'm getting that this person has been solitary for so long that, they can make wherever they're at fine. That's kind of the energy that I got. I keep hearing it is what it is. I don't usually get that with this queen, but it is what it is. So that is in itself the challenge, all right? But if it's your passion and your desire to get this cup of love, then you need to break free to get that sun and move forward, all right? Yes, it means you'll be back at the beginning. But we've got the King and Queen of Cups. We've got the Queen of Pentacles. This is your dynasty. It's time to build your dynasty. It's time to go ahead and end some things and have your beginning. Be passionate, be bold, be courageous, be forward. Let the rest of it burn. Move forward. It's time to get your queen or your king. All right? So we're going to go ahead and we are going to end this there. If you have any questions, drop it in the comment below. And as always, I appreciate your time And I will catch you on the next read. Thank you.